Happy ba kayo this morning?
Yes.
And we're happiness. Yes, of course. Should be happy because life is good. We're even more happy to see you around. We're happy that you're taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today for this 10th, 11th Technology Media Conference. But today's topic is even more interesting, gastronomically, mentally, and even perhaps spiritually. That it's on food and food safety. Food safety is indeed a very paramount aspect. That's why we also have the RA 10611, which really declares that it is the policy of the state to maintain a farm-to-fork food safety regulatory system that ensures a high level of food safety, promotes fair trade, and advances the global competitiveness of Philippine foods and food products. Kaya very important po yun, and it's provided with an RA, a policy statement already from the government. So, given that, we at DOST have been doing a lot of initiatives on food technologies, food safety. And in a short while, our secretary will present all our initiatives, and I know you will really be able to take a lot to benefit from all the information that will be shared this morning. So I'll not anymore make my welcome remarks longer. I hope you felt welcome. Did you feel welcome?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so welcome again to this technology media conference on food safety.
Thank you, Yusik Bren. Thank you for welcoming us. This morning is actually spearheaded by two of our agencies at the department, both of whose mandates have to do with food processing, food safety, and nutrition. So let's get to hear from the leaders of these agencies. Firstly, from the Industrial Technology Development Institute, let's hear from the director, Dr. Annabel Briones.
A pleasant day to everyone, and I would like to thank the organizing committee of this event, the Office of Undersecretary for R&D, and PSURE, and STII also for this very significant activity of which ITDI can provide you the information and promote the technologies that we are developing and also develop for its support to the Food Safety Act. So the Industrial Technology Development Institute is one of the research and development institutes of the DOST, and we continue to accelerate our efforts on R&D, technology transfer, and technical services. So under the DOST Food Safety Program, ITDI has conducted R&D initiatives through our Packaging Technology Division and the Food Processing Division, as well as the other R&D divisions of ITDI. Food safety, as referred to in the Act, RA 10611, is the assurance that food will not cause harm, human health is protected, and market access of locally produced foods and food products is facilitated. So the Packaging Technology Division, headed by Ms. Stacy Tanya Franca, she's here, has developed several packaging technologies that includes the high barrier and the multi-layer barrier packaging technology to enhance product shelf life and ensure consumer safety. and also to keep the flavor and aroma of aromatic processed foods or fresh foods like durian. And aside from that, through the retort pouch packaging technology, we have applied it to develop the ready-to-eat foods. So we have our chicken arroz caldo in pouch. We have our smoked fried fish rice meal. And then we have our cassava in light syrup and boiled sweet potato. So even if it's not an RTA, it can be, even if it's ready to eat, it can be used as disaster food. So Secretary will present it in detail later, the technologies of ITDI. And aside from that, we also provide technical services to the food industry and other manufacturing sector in terms of test and analysis, shelf life testing, use of facilities, and nutrition labeling and label design. That is very important to packaging. And let me quote Ms. Clea Goy Allen, an article published in 2015, which entitled "How Safe is Your Food?" It was mentioned there that everybody has a role to play in keeping food safe. So food safety is a shared responsibility between the government, industry, producers, academia, and the consumers. And every one of us here has a role to play. Achieving food safety is a multi-sectoral effort requiring expertise also. So that's why we at DOST, we provide that. A range of different disciplines. And consumers must be well informed on food safety practices. And again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Briones. So, as consumers, is it our habit to check the labels of the food products that we buy? Sometimes. Diba? I think the media, you have a role to play to assert that people should read the labels on food products and that food manufacturers should provide adequate information on all their manufactured food products. Diba? So, tingnan nyo. I mean, you don't have to step away from this room, okay? Because there are packaged products also here. Tingnan nyo kung may expiry date ba yan. Tingnan ninyo kung meron ba siyang nutrition information. For those of us who are also diabetes, I mean, tinitingnan natin yung sugar content, di ba? Sugar content and all other things that go into the food. You just don't put anything into your mouth. Alright? By the way, meron akong quiz. And whoever gives me the correct answer will get 2 tickets to Enchanted Kingdom. Wow! Right? So, quiz. Tumatawa si Mami. A human orifice is an opening in the body. Right? How many orifices do we have in a typical mammalian body? Anyone? 4 lang. Give me an answer. Give me a correct answer. 9? Alright, let's park it there. 5? 6? 7? You answered 7? 10? Lumuluha siguro yung buhok, 7. Let's hear 7. How many, what are the 7? Hindi ba? Did you say 9? 6. Ano yung 6 na yun? Ears. Nose. Mouth. Anus.
Genital
Urethra?
part.
Ano ang lima pa yun? Eyes, anim. Pero the women have an extra orifice. Women have extra orifice.
Ilan ba ang bilang sa eyes?
Salam. The women have a 7. No, hindi naman. Yung mammary glands. So, with mammary glands are orifices. So, meron kayong dalawang tickets to Enchanted Kingdom. Please make sure that Beth knows your address so we can send it to you. Alright? I raised the question because tingnan mo ang design ng human body. Of the 7 orifices, 2 of them are related to food intake and disposal. Diba? That's how we live. That's how we survive. And that's how we become healthy.
3,
Huh?
the nose. The nose. Kasi pag hindi masarap yung amoy, ayaw mo
Ayun! Tama, that's a good insight.
The eyes also.
The eyes also kasi kung hindi maganda ang pagka-present, wala kang nababasang information na tama, hindi ba? So tingnan nyo yan.
7 senses are important. 7
Yes.
senses ba tama?
Oo. The orifices particularly, kasi sila yung nagpa-process, sila yung tatanggap ng kung ano kinakain natin. Diba? So today is going to be, I think, very interesting from the initial reactions you gave to the opening statements. Diba? And Doc Mar. Opo.
That's right. May phone touch.
Alright, so may phone patch pa si Doc Mar. Doc Mar is into the nutritional content of the food items that we eat. Diba? So the Food and Nutrition Research Institute, they actually conduct the National Nutrition Survey. Diba? So nalalaman natin yun. It's a very important national survey that the US is doing through FNRI. On the basis of which policies are drawn to, of course, to promote certain practices, right? Or protect the people from certain diseases and things like that coming from malnutrition. So I think we will give Dr. Mar his media time. All right.
Dito naman, sir. Sir, dito.
It's a very colorful book. So we're very happy that the secretary has joined us. Sa lahat ng secretaries na I've had the privilege of working with at DOST, and I think I've worked with 6 secretaries. Alright. I think the secretary is the one best associated with good food.
Why don't we eat muna?
So we will eat after your presentation. You will make them hungry, sir. So,
Can you give me something to ano?
all right, yun na nga. Oh, yes, sir. We'll get something.
Coffee.
Cheese squid kaya.
Chips.
Okay. So, yan. Food is coming. So, sir, the floor is yours. We are all eager to hear what DOST is doing or intends to do also in the area of food safety and implications of these solutions to the health of everyone in the Philippines.
Magandang umaga po sa kanilang lahat. Pinagbiling ko na sabi ko habang hindi pa ako nakakarating, kumanta muna si Richard. But really, I think uunahin ko rin banggitin sa ating mga bisita sa media na mamayang hapon, meron pa isang programa na baka gusto ninyong puntahan. Binanggit mo na ba? Hindi pa. Alas 4, no? Mamayang 4 o'clock kasi, dito na, hindi naman kalayuan sa UP College of Engineering, sa ang venue. Triple E Building. Ito yung sa engineering complex dito sa UP Diliman. Actually, pwede mo itong lakarin mula dito. ay ilo-launch natin ang Intelligent Electric Transportation Network project. Ito yung e-trike study na gagawin ng IEEE, Institute of Electrical, Electronic and Computer Engineering. At saka yung bike sharing project. So, tinauna namin pagkasabay kasi halos sabay-sabay dumating yung mga e-trike at saka yung bicycle na isi-share. So, yung e-trike project, hindi naman kami nagde-develop ng e-trike, no? Pero ang aaralin natin ay yung kung ano yung performance niya, no? Considering na medyo meron ng pagka-intelligent yung mga e-trike na yun. At yun naman sa bike sharing project, ito yung gusto nating makita. Again, medyo may pagka-intelligent din yun, di ba? Para hindi manakaw, anytime gusto mong kumuha doon, hindi naman permanente sa yung bike. And hopefully magagamit ito sa mga iba't ibang area, no, na maraming kailangan ng mobility at nang sa ganun ay hindi naman kailangan puro magdala ng mga sasakyan ng mga tao. Noong araw kasi, alam niyo, diyan sa UP campus ay wala namang masyadong mga sasakyan, hindi ba? Ayun, tumatango siya, alam niya yata. Nung nag-aaral kami, maswerte na yung merong dalawang may kotse sa klase. Talaga naman kami ay siksikan. Oo. Pero ngayon halos ang dami na may sasakyan po. So, yun. Tapos siguro, isisingit ko na rin na nag-issue ka. Hindi ganito. Mag-i-issue mamaya. Oo. Ito po yung press release na nagpirmahan kami, one of the 6 memoranda of understanding that was signed in Beijing just 8 o'clock. So, 20 hours ago. Okay? Yung 4 plus 12, 18 hours ago, ito pong signing ng mga MOU at one of them is the Memorandum of Understanding on Science and Technology. Yung pong kapirmahan ko ay ito yung Minister of Science and Technology ng China. At mamaya naman ibibigay namin sa inyo yung kopya ninyo tungkol dito. So, there were 6 agreements that were signed. Kami ni Yusek Keb ay sumubok na maging jet setter. Dumating kami doon ng alas 12 ng tanghali sa Beijing. Nagpirmahan ng alas 8 ng gabi at umuwi kami ng alauna ng madaling araw. So, okay. So, tungkol sa food safety, ito siguro yung isa sa mga topics na talagang napakalapit doon sa aming tagline na Science for the People. Kasi ito talaga, diretso po ang benepisyo nito sa mga tao. Yung malaman nila kung ano yung safe na food at saka doon din sa mga nagpo-produce at nagtitinda. But more than that, may mga aspeto dito na hindi lang siya safety, kundi may pagka-food security rin. Alam niyo, nagulat ako doon sa statistics dito na kung maise-save lang daw, kahit 1/4 nung sinasayang na pagkain at nasasayang for different reasons, including na yung poor packaging, ma-feed lahat ng tao na hindi sufisyente ang pagkain. So, welcome to this media conference on food safety. Meron naman ayun. Okay, so sila na lang ang mag-project. I'm still on slide 1. So, I would like to thank all of you who came here. And ang ganda pala ng ganitong setting, parang feeling ko, punong-puno tayo. Siksikan tayo, masaya. Oo. And today actually marks another special day for us as we get the opportunity to talk about our initiatives on food safety. Next slide, please. Okay. Makikita ninyo, kayo na ang bahalang magbigay ng pangalan. Ano ba yung mga nakikita niyong pagkain dyan? Iba-iba pangalan yan. Merong Adidas, merong Oo, may mga pangalan yan eh. Ito ako doon sa Adidas at saka Walkman. Yung blood na square. So, sigurado ka bang malinis ang pagkain mo? Is it safe to eat? Will I get sick? Baka panis na. Madalas tayo nakakarinig ng balita na kumain lang ng spaghetti doon sa fair day dyan, 200 na yung hospital. No? Food safety is therefore the concern of everyone, and everyone has a right to clean, nutritious, and sufficient food. Food safety is therefore everyone's responsibility, included in the food safety chain. Sino yon? Yung food producers, yung manufacturers, yung mga distributors and traders. And last June 7, 2019, not too long ago, the UN, United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, reported that about 225,000 people in the Asia-Pacific region, which includes the Philippines, die every year due to foodborne illnesses. This meant that foodborne illnesses killed more people than HIV or AIDS, measles, and malaria. No? So, mas marami pala ang namatay because of foodborne diseases. In the Philippines, there were 209 reported foodborne disease outbreaks for the period 2005 to June 2018, a period of about more than 12 years. According to a recent study conducted by the Department of Food Science and Nutrition of UP Diliman, meat containing diseases were the most common foods identified to be contaminated. Okay? Again, parang sariwa pa yung mga narinig nating news kakailan lang ng mga nilusob ng mga storage ng food. Okay? Diyan sa mga iba't ibang lugar sa Maynila na nag-i-store ng mga contaminated na mga food. Food service eating facilities and households also are found prone to outbreak occurrences. Primary causes of infections were identified to be Salmonella, Henipavirus, Entamoeba histolytica, and Vibrio parahemolyticus. Ako ang kaya ko lang tandaan dito yung Salmonella. Food safety in the Philippines. Next slide. Wala na. So at DOST, we do our part in trying to provide the necessary support in every stage of the food chain, from the agricultural aspect of food production to the needed equipment in food processing, packaging, and even equipment which pass food grade standards in selling cooked meals. The DOST also provides food safety training to restaurants and food service establishments. So makikita niyo mamaya, ultimo yung mga food carts, pinapakialaman natin. No? Guided by the principles of Republic Act 10611 or the Food Safety Act of 2013, we will showcase today the technologies, the programs, and the projects of our Food and Nutrition Research Institute, our Industrial Technology Development Institute, our PSHERD, and of course, yung pinakamalapit sa atin dito, ang DOST and CR, in supporting our country's food safety regulatory system in order to protect the public from foodborne and waterborne illnesses and unsanitary, unwholesome, misbranded, or adulterated food. Gusto lang namin dito na hindi naman kami ang talagang primary responsible for regulation as far as ang aming ginagawa dito ay research, okay, information dissemination, training, and as needed, yung mga development ng mga needed support systems like equipment, like packaging, para mabawasan natin yung risk. So, the integrated, next slide. Okay. So, yan na, nandiyan na tayo ngayon. Next slide shows the programs that we have, our integrated food safety R&D program, our enhancement of testing capabilities, our human resource development program on food safety, and the Knowledge and Technology Transfer and Policy Advocacy Program. So, yung Food Safety Research and Development, handled po yan ng Food and Nutrition Research Institute. Yung enhancement of testing capabilities on food safety is handled by, led by our DOST Region 11. Of course, sa ITDI ay nandyan din yan. At yung Human Resource Development Program naman, ang nangangasiwa nito ay ang DOST Calabarzon. May representative ba dito ngayon ng Calabarzon? Nandyan sila, si Lydia. And then the knowledge and technology transfer on food safety is done by our TAPI. So, from the previous months, DOST has conducted several food safety related seminars and trainings, technical consultancy, and also the preparation of manuals and other food safety services for micro, small, and medium enterprises with the help of different collaborating agencies. Siguro banggitin namin na nakatulong po dito yung assistance na binigay ng Temasek Foundation of Singapore, na actually sila yung nag-offer ng training on food safety. Lydia, ilan yung nag-benefit doon? 120 staff from DOST, from DOH, okay? Meron ba taga-DA na nakinabang doon? At sa Department of Agriculture, ay pasalamat din natin sa Temasek Foundation. Ilang araw kayo doon?
Depende, sir.
Iba-iba. Okay. So, but this was a very thorough program. Kaya pagbalik nila dito, tsaka natin inayos yung mga 4 na programa na yan. We believe that through these efforts and with the support of the food safety regulatory agencies, we can create a united front against preventable foodborne diseases. Next slide shows an example of the output that we had after that training program in Singapore. Ang inuna nila through the leadership of our DOST Calabarzon, okay, in consultation with researchers from UP Diliman and the DOST Regional Food Safety Team, they developed the so-called DOST Unified Food Safety Training Modules on food safety hazards, basic food hygiene, and good manufacturing practices intended for micro, small, and medium food manufacturing enterprises. No? Ang inspirasyon namin dito sa Singapore, pag kumain ka doon, di ba? Meron kang class ABC, yung mga kainan. Pero yung class ABC ba yan, ano ibig sabihin?
A, very clean. B, medyo clean. C, bahala ka na sa karma.
So, nakalagay yun. Nakalagay. Oo. Meron silang categories. So, we will do that. As of today, these modules have already been deployed across all our regional offices and the research and development institutions and councils, and have been made available hindi lang Ingles, kundi Filipino and Cebuano. Next, the Food Safety Consultancy Program. Ito naman is a holistic framework of interventions geared towards building the food industry players' capacity and compliance to current food safety requirements and regulations. Alam naman natin na ang talagang ultimate na nagre-regulate pagdating dun sa pag-produce, pag-manufacture, pag-process ay ang FDA, Food and Drug Authority or Administration, which is under the Department of Health. Malaki ang coverage nila dyan, mga gamot, mga cosmetics, pagkain. So the first program component is the so-called Food Safety Assessment for our MSMEs, which includes assistance on plant layout, food safety audit, training on good manufacturing practices, GMP, yung HACCP, and ano ba ibig sabihin ng HACCP?
Hazard.
Analysis,
Critical control points, labeling and packaging. And the second component is the training itself, the food safety training. Kaya yung mga natulungan namin, lalo na yung mga beneficiaries ng aming program sa Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program, marami sa kanila ay natulungan na because of this food safety consultancy program na mabilis na makuha ang kanilang LTO, License to Operate from the FDA. nakita ko yung mga examples niyan. Now, what are the impacts of the Food Safety Consultancy Program? Nakikita po natin dyan sa ating slide na una-una dahil doon sa ginagawang parang pag-improve ng kanilang practices, gumaganda yung layout nila for the better flow of materials and personnel, that adds to productivity. The improved GMP compliance, yan ang isa sa napakahalaga, yung good manufacturing practices. Kasi dito, pagka hindi sumusunod dito, nandyan talaga ang malaking risk na masalisikan ka ng mga unsafe practices. And then the easier time and effort to secure permits. Ito yung isa sa mga very concrete kasi talaga naman mahirap kumuha ng permit, ano? Dahil na rin sa safety regulations. And the other of course, yun to the right of your slide, nakikita niyo yung mga ibang ultimate output. So meron kang well-documented processes and records, increased productivity, reduce wastages and other losses, and ultimately, safe, consistent, and standard quality of food products. Dito, mabutit na dito si Director Jojo ng DOST NCR. Natatandaan ko nung nakaraan nilang tawag dito, RSTW last year, pinatikman niya kung itong mga pagkain na gawa na nitong mga in-assist natin na maka-acquire ng FDA LTO through DOST assistance. So, kita ninyo yung mga labels. So, Kitchen Witcher, Food Ventures, Latsa Pizza, Pinky's Goodies, Joke One, Chili Crunch. Sample lang ito, Sukang Paumbong. Itong Sukang Paumbong nito, gusto kong pagsabihan ang munisipyo ng Paumbong. Ayan, sa kapagalan ninyo, in-adapt na ng lahat ng tao yung name na Sukang Paumbong kahit hindi galing sa Paumbong. Perinos Bibingka, which has been there for a long time, and others like cakes and bakes, Best Life, Mixed Herb Syrup, etc. Itong lugar na ito is another, lahat ng mga okay. Talaga. Now, the importance of packaging naman, nandito ang ating packaging guru, si Daisy, na taba-taba kami. Nag-uusapan na namin ang packaging niyan. Every year around the globe, there are 1.3 trillion tons of food wasted. Okay? This number represents 1/3 of the total food produced for human consumption. Kaya sabi nga dito, in italics, in heavy print, bold print, even if just 1/4 of the food currently lost or wasted can be saved, that would be enough to feed 870 million hungry people in the world. Okay? And in developing countries like the Philippines, the food losses for fresh produce, ito yung mga gulay pa lang yung nasisira na, o kaya naman yung meat pa lang yung nasisira na, 20 to 70% ang food losses. And unfortunately, there is limited understanding on the importance of packaging in reducing food loss from farm to market. In the supply chain, packaging can either protect and preserve the food or can be a source also of contamination. So yung packaging can protect, okay, can prolong the food, the life of the food, but it can also be a source of contamination through the migration of components. All packaging intended for food contact must therefore be certified as food grade. Overall migration test is conducted to determine the product package compatibility. The next slide shows a write-up on our packaging technology division of the Industrial Technology Development Institute. Actually, nalibang ako kaya ako na late dahil sinalubong ko yung mga bisita ng ITDI. They are the visitors coming from the rubber industry. They will visit to two institutes, ITDI and MIRDC. Sa MIRDC kasi yung mga gulong, pag-test ng mga rubber tires. Sa ITDI, basically, yung rubber research facilities ang titingnan nila. Pero I suggested na pumunta rin sa packaging kasi di ba rubber can be a material di ba? For packaging. Lalo na pagka yung if you're transporting material, panahon masira. Formerly known as the Packaging R&D Center, it's now a regular division as of 2009, and its mission is to contribute in making Philippine products globally competitive through world-class and sustainable packaging technology. Not all papers like cellophane, Japanese paper can be considered food grade unless certified as such. Through the study conducted by the DOST Packaging Technology Division, it is now a policy of the Food and Drug Administration to have the packaging material certified as food grade. Naalala ko tuloy nung araw, bata-bata pa ako. Nagpunta ako sa Australia for a training, and dumating ako doon gabi ng linggo. Okay? Now, siyempre, nagutom ako, naghanap ako ng makakainan. I went to a burger shop. Okay? So, I ordered hamburger and fries. Okay? Hindi na sa akin yung French fries. Isang balutan ng Manila paper ng French fries. Para siyang unan sa dami. Siguro 5 kumain nun, hindi maubos. You know? Anyway, naalala ko lang kasi yung balutan pati, nakabalot siya ng Manila paper. Ayun. Malinis naman yun. Food grade. Okay. Now, packaging of fresh produce is important. Okay, pakita natin yung example ng fresh produce dyan. Meron kamote at merong cauliflower ba yun? Broccoli. At yung sa dulo, nakapackage na. As an example of DOST packaging technology, we have fresh produce packaging. Vegetables and fruits used to be transported in various size containers without proper packaging. DOST's intervention resulted in the use of newly designed corrugated transport boxes. The positive result is immediate and apparent. The documented damage of fresh broccoli dropped from 40 to 70% to only 14%. And for sweet potato, proper curing and maturation improved its quality. So the use of appropriate transport packaging reduced visible damages on the vegetable. And the interventions of the packaging division resulted in 95% reduction in damage due to scratches, broken tips, etc. Now, the other thing related to packaging is labeling. Okay? Labeling. Susunod. Dito, ang ginamit na example is island fruits, chewy fruit mix. Okay? Ang reasons natin for food labeling is of course para maiwasan natin na yung mga allergic ay kumain ng mga pagkain na nakaka-allergic sa kanila, and of course for dietary purposes and dietary needs. So each country has its own set of mandatory labeling requirements. Labels can indicate the ingredients which will be helpful in medical concerns like allergies or dietary requirements. Now, another example here, Hakubina, pangalan ba ito ng company o pangalan ng pagkain? Yung pagkain ay parang biskwit na masarap, di ba? Yung Hakubina. Before the intervention, kita niyo yung packaging niya, cellophane ba yun? The original packaging for Hakubina is a single-layer film with a shelf life of 3 weeks. With high barrier packaging technology, the shelf life is enhanced and improved up to 6 months, expanding the market potential of the product. Nakita niyo yung Hakubina na yun, nasa ibaba. Okay? And high barrier packaging technology prevents the permeation of water vapor, oil, oxygen, aroma, flavor, gas, or light. The product's formulation can be impacted adversely if these elements migrate into or out of the package. Another example, pastel. This is from Cagayan de Oro, di ba? Okay. Bandek of Cagayan de Oro. Before the intervention, ayun ang kanilang packaging. Meron silang parang, ano ba tawag doon? Box, okay? Which make the packaged product susceptible to cross-contamination. So, iginawa siya ng packaging using high barrier primary packaging, not only ensuring product safety, but as well as increasing the shelf life from 5 to 7 days to 30 days. Ito yung isang ba yung muron ang mamaya papakita ko. Meron yata tayong multi-layer high barrier packaging. Another example, this is in transporting frozen durian fruit. Okay? Through the intervention of DOST, a multi-layer high barrier packaging technology was developed to keep flavor and aroma of fresh durian. May example ka ba, Daisy, ng kumpanya na gumagawa nito? Rosario's based in Davao. Okay? Eto na, yung tuwang-tuwa ko dahil nabisita namin to about 3 weeks ago, the retort pouch packaging technology, which now extends the life of the muron, okay? From 2 to 3 days can be up to 1 year without refrigeration. Andyan yung dating suman, ayan siya sa kaliwa, at ayun na yung kanyang tsura ngayon na gumagamit na ng retort pouch packaging. Makes it safe and stable for at least 1 year without refrigeration. And actually, yung una natin na tinulungan nyo, yung suman sa liya sa Mindoro. Oo, Mindoro. Na may kasama ng latik sa loob pagkakapackage. Yung ka ngayon makakakita ng suman na hindi na siya korteng suman, kundi parang bricks na ang korte. Now, punta naman tayo sa ibang klase ng food. Ito naman yung disaster and relief foods. Kasi napakadalas nating magkaroon ng mga evacuation centers dahil sa mga disasters. Dyan ay kailangan marami kang supply ng pagkain. Diba? Ngayon parang dinidiscourage na natin yung mga lucky meat. Yung ano tawag doon, mga noodles na walang nutritious content. So, pero masarap. No? Oo. So ngayon, nag-develop ang ITDI ng ibang alternatives katulad nito, pack of hope. Ito yung arroz caldo. Hindi mo na tututubigan kasi may sabaw na siya. Kasama na yung malagkit na ginagamit dito, di ba? At siyempre, kung gusto mo mas masarap, pwede mo iinit. Okay? Now, the ready-to-eat chicken arroz caldo was the first to be developed and considered as a first-stage relief good. This arroz caldo was developed to satisfy both hunger and thirst. Okay? So may solid siya at may sabaw. Within 40 hours after the disaster has happened. Of course, hindi naman pwede puro ganyan lang kakainin nila. So at least yung immediate na pangangailangan. So this product can be consumed by everyone regardless of age, culture, and religion. So meron na bang halal nito? Halal na yan. Okay. Packaging is lightweight, easy to open, and can be consumed directly from the pouch. So, pwede mo nang higupin from the pouch. The chicken arroz caldo can be distributed by aerial drop. Okay? So, yung mga hirap puntahan, pwede siyang ihulog mula sa helicopter o sa aeroplano or to a sea surface, land, or water submersion. It is packed at 200 grams per pouch and shelf stable for 1 year. After the success of this chicken arroz caldo, ready to eat, other meals were developed like the smoked fish rice meal or the kanin with tinapa, and then the kasaba in light syrup as well as boiled sweet potato. Now, pumunta na tayo sa medyo high-tech na lingwahe. So, we are presenting here in this slide the technology that has been adopted by the Department of Food Science and Nutrition, of course with support from DOST, plasma technology for the non-thermal sterilization of food products, packaging, and contact surfaces in food processing. It uses plasma for sterilization of food products, contact surfaces, and packaging. So hindi siya yung usual na pinapakuluan mo at gagamitan ng scale. So this is actually a project led by a young scientist, Dr. Alonso Gabriel of the College of Home Economics, okay? Food and Science and Nutrition Department. Plasma processing is a non-thermal method for sterilization suitable for heat-sensitive materials. Kasi may mga materials na sensitive sa heat. So it is actually gaining much acceptance and popularity in relation to food technology applications. It addresses the disadvantage of using high temperature or using chemical or using irradiation treatments. The other result of technology, this was done by the National Institute of Molecular Biology and Biotechnology of UP Los Baños. It's called development of a dipstick assay format for the detection of salmonella in selected food matrices. Okay, salmonella is one of the biggest concern. It's a foodborne bacteria like E. coli, and it is served in served meals, but usually nakaka-contaminate sila in food service establishments. Conventional analysis usually takes 3 days for a presumptive test and 10 days for a confirmed result. So with the dipstick project kit done also by the UP Los Baños National Institute of Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, naka-develop sila ng dipstick project kit, and you can detect and confirm positive results of the presence of salmonella only within a day. So the technology is also portable. As such, it removes the cumbersome process of bringing food samples to the laboratory for testing. So it can be used in a restaurant, in a hotel, even in a carinderia, or even a remote location in the province. So ewan ko lang kung ito yung na-roll out na. Hindi ko siya na-roll out. So with your help, baka pwede na-roll out. The other research output that we have was done by biotech in again the National Institute of Molecular Biology and Biotech in UP Los Baños. They developed the DNA-based nanobiosensor for foodborne and waterborne pathogens, developed with the help of a balik scientist from Michigan State University, Dr. Evangeline Alosilha. The system, which was dubbed KickSense by the team of Dr. Eligado, offers a quick KickSense. Easy way to sense or detect the presence of harmful bacteria like E. coli and salmonella in our food, water, or in animal feeds. KickSense captures target DNA from samples through a 30-second extraction protocol. Unlike other commercially viable detection systems, KickSense eliminates the need for lengthy sample preparations, therefore significantly lowering detection time up to 5 hours only. Lastly, it allows analysts to perform the detection protocol even outside the laboratory. Thus, it is possible to monitor the presence of harmful bacteria off-site and on-site. Hindi pa rin ito commercialized? Malapit na. Pero ito na, meron na silang sample ng kit na nakikita niyo yung hawak-hawak. Ano? So, maliit lang siya. Now, pumunta naman tayo sa low-tech. Sanitary food cart. Okay? Ito yung example. Ayun. Nakikita niyo yung dalawang food cart sa likod. Yan. Para sa mga street food vendors. Kasi kita naman natin, of course, medyo ngayon parang pinapaalis na yata sila sa mga karsada. Ewan ko, sana sila hindi mo pa rin maiaalis yan kasi ang mga tao hinahanap pa rin yan, kahit saan sila lumipas. So it offers convenience and affordability for local consumers. They have raised food safety concerns since they are prepared, served, and consumed in districts. Bagay, hindi lang naman tayo meron ganito. Kahit sa ASEAN country ka pumunta, you have street food sa Thailand, sa Vietnam. Okay. So they are convenient and very affordable. However, the safety of street food is uncertain as most vendors do not register their businesses and they do not undergo vetting processes. So, most food pathogens and spoilage bacteria occur anywhere in the environment. However, this can be prevented by keeping food out of the temperature danger zone and the use of food-grade materials. So, DOST NCR has designed a sanitary food cart made from food-grade material to keep food hot and reduce the risk of foodborne disease, illness from street foods. The design is open for adoption by LGUs. Wala nang bayad na kopyahin ito. Pwede na kopyahin. Okay? And the design can be a basis for stalls of stationary vendors in designated areas. Okay, kita niyo yung food cart design at nakita naman niyo yung actual. So they use stainless steel since this material will not rust and it's non-corrosive. Also heat resistant. It also does not change the color or taste or smell of food, making it neutral to any food item, thus making it food grade, and it complies with food safety standards. So yung specifications are nandito, stainless steel 304 or stainless steel 316. So the two models, okay, boast of the following accessories: a built-in steam warmer. Okay, pwede ito sa mga siopaw din, ano? Tsaka mga siomai. It comes equipped with an LPG stove to heat the water-filled pan to generate steam to keep the food warm. It is made for vendors who sell pre-cooked food and the cost is 51,000 pesos. Okay. The model on the right, yun dapat nating lagyan ng label yan. Or something that will say it is a food safe. Meron siya. Maliit lang. So the model that you see here utilizes the excess heat produced during cooking. Halimbawa, nagluluto ka ng fishball ba piniprito? Banana Q, di ba piniprito? Kikiam. So may excess heat yan during cooking na pwede mong gamitin. Ilagay dun sa warmer, patakbuhin mo yung heat sa warmer, and so yun, 50,000 ang cost. So lastly, I think I will show you hindi lang yung food cart, kundi yung nagtitinda na rin. Ayan. Kita naman yun, nakaputi siya, may hairnet, okay? At gumagamit siya nga nitong food cart na ito. At dito sa gawing kanan, makikita nyo kami ni Yusek Gen na sumasample na. Yusek bread. At saka yung nasa gawing kanan na medyo walang buhok, si Jojo yun.
Sir, madaling yun. Sir Jojo.
So, as I end, allow me to summarize by saying that food safety covers every situation from the farm to market to our homes or in the streets. In every stage, science and technology plays a key role in making sure that the food we consume is safe for consumption. So in today's presentation, you have seen how Science for the People ensures food safety in the Philippines. Okay? Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat po, Secretary, for bringing science to the people through our food safety solutions. Right? So, we have a question and answer portion, but before we proceed there, we missed to hear a few words from the Director of the Food and Nutrition Research Institute, Dr. Mario Capanzana, who now has the floor.
Maraming salamat, Dr. Richards, at magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat. Sorry po, I missed the kanina kasi I got a phone-in interview with the GMA 7. But it's about the hot news na about 10 million of Filipinos are lasenggo po. So I think that's as a result of our national nutrition survey. So we provide them with how we conducted the survey, and it's about yung binge drinking of 20 years and over na nakakainom sa isang upuan na 5 shot o bote. yung po according to the World Health Organization, yung po ang definition ng binge drinking, yung manginginom sa loob ng sa nakaraang 3 araw. So ito po ay isa sa aming mga output ng aming survey na nakikita natin kung paano at bibigyan ng intervention yung ating mga manginginom. So yun po yung aking But before that, I would like to thank all of you for being here. Ang Food and Nutrition Research Institute po ay isa sa mga ahensya ng department na nagtataguyod ng food safety as mentioned. Pero gusto ko lang pong banggitin yung nutrition safety din. So pag sinabi pong nutrition safety, we need to look at also yung excesses and intake. And according to our guidelines, yung pong kasobrahan, lalong-lalo na of course yung alak at yung pagkain na mas matataba, maalat at matatamis. So po, we limit all those things and that's part of our food and nutrition safety. But I think as DOST, we are also part of the Food Safety Regulatory Board na parte ng Food Safety Act. So ano po ang role ng DOST at ng FNRI o ng buong DOST is to provide guidance on coordinate implementation of food safety regulation and conduct research. Kaya nga po, sabi ni Secretary kanina, we have this integrated food safety program na naglalayong bigyan ng mga research output ang ating mga kababayan na pwedeng maging basihan ng mga polisiya, ng programa na makapaghatid ng safety of our food. So, kasama po dito yung R&D na ginagawa ng mga iba-ibang ahensya. But before the enactment of the law, ang ating pong regional offices ay since 2006 ay nagkaroon na ng food safety team. Kaya nga po, yun yung aming tinutulungan din in terms of capacity building. At bilang kasama sa Food Safety Regulatory Board ng Department of Health, ang DOST po ay atasang maging chair ng Technical Working Group para mag-harmonize ng food safety training at saka yung ating recognition of food safety training providers. So yun lang po at maraming pong salamat sa ating lahat at magandang tanghali po.
Thank you, Dr. Capanzana. So
Q&A na.
now we know that binge drinking has no basis in genetics, but it can impact your health and nutrition, so be careful. What's the limit? 5 portions. 5 drinks. Apat, okay. But in doon sa southern part of the Luzon, mas malakas uminom ng mga babae, di ba? Yes. Mas malakas yata sila uminom ng lambanog. Alright. So, we open the floor for questions. You can direct your question to anyone in the panel. Please identify yourself and raise your question. Okay.